going on with Hackettstown, I think.
Yeah.
Because I overheard like a coach at like the last weekend's game and was like their JV team's been like forfeiting a bunch of games and stuff like that. So.
Some like you could see it. Like some programs are like on the ball. Some
Oh yeah.
programs are just like barely. Like
The
I know.
games that I've been to, everyone's been like on the ball pretty well.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
it's been pretty good.
There's this one school, Mendham, and it's like the nicest field, but they'll cancel a game. No problem. They can't, right? And they get blown out every game. It was cool though. We were there on Saturday, and they canceled the Sunday games. Never made them up. I feel, but we were supposed to be 3 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday. But Saturday was the varsity, the senior guys.
Yeah.
And they did a senior ceremony for them.
Oh, they did that at our last game too.
Damian Woody and his son were there.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Okay.
So it's a rich town, but they just don't give a crap about their.
Well, no, it feels like every league, like every team in this league's rich.
Yeah, true.
It's kind of what I've started to realize. Because as I said, I'm from like Pennsylvania, so I'm not real like familiar with this area.
Yeah.
And so I get up here and it's like, wow, like this is like a nice field to be playing on.
Yeah, this is amazing. Even this thing here.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
I know.
And then all the people, like I've been covering Jefferson all year, and so they've all been friendly. So it's
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Is it live already?
yeah, we do. Just about to change something with the Boxcast.
Biggest boss and I've been in Trillis. I'm a bigger problem when I click with Skrillex. Murder on my mind, it's time to pray to God. My revolt is not religious, the revolution born. You wanna know my name, then go and tell us all. You wanna know my game, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, within like
Pistol on my waist, I'm
15 minutes max, that will be
Okay.
above the tree line.
Pretty.
drugs every corner, this is Gotham City. Killer truck, candy kidnap you, look at us, ain't no mercy, got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose, so she know that.
Tyler, can you do one more test? Like just countdown.
Yeah.
Make sure it's coming up on.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good.
Won't be begging for your life, cause that's a lost cause. High stakes, body armor, suicide, boy. It's the time for games and it's the time to kill. Make up your mind, baby, cause the time is here. Capital murder, capital letters. Yes, you catch
The high school.
Do you still get a shot for
Brutal,
it,
too.
even though you know it's coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes and no.
Cool if I get started.
Is he gonna get his phone over? Is there a different port for the other phone?
Yeah, it's on there, the connection. Just look on there.
Good evening, everybody. We're coming to you live from Turkey Brook Park here for some MCYFL pre-clinic football as the Long Valley Raiders make the trip over to Mount Olive to take on the Marauders. Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler Carlbon. I will be your play-by-play announcer for tonight's football game. And Thursday night football, who would have thought? But we're all here. It's a beautiful night for some football here in Mount Olive. A little windy, but wind's not going to stop these kids tonight as they look pumped and ready to go. Mount Olive will be starting on defense, and Long Valley will be getting the ball first here to start this football game. Drive starting at the 40-yard line. Man in motion for the Raiders. Tutelo on the handoff, end around. Gets to the outside and brought down for a pickup of 4. Brought down by Jack Bolin. 2nd and 6 now for the Raiders. Austin LeBoy at quarterback for Long Valley. Man in motion. Handoff to number 18, but brought down the backfield by a group of Marauders. Chase Dombrowski on the carry.
Nice tackle by Anthony Davis, number 55.
Anthony Davis in on the tackle. Going to bring up another third down, or first third down of this ball game. But still 6 yards remain to the first down. Marauders trying to make this a quick 3 and out to start this football game. LeBoy hands it off to Taylor, And it's a pickup of 1. Going to bring up 4th down now for Long Valley. Big 4th down here for the Raiders. As LeBoy and crew make their way to the line of scrimmage. Handoff again to number 18, Dombrowski. And he is pushed out of bounds for a loss, and that'll be a turnover out on downs.
Nice stop by Gunner. Turnover on downs. First down now.
Great job here by the Marauders, forcing them to the outside and using that out of bounds as an extra defender And he just runs out of real estate, and that causes a turnover on downs as Long Valley will give the ball over to the Marauders. Pass it Wyoming on the tackle. And so this will be the first time we see Mount Olive on offense. Marauders getting set for their opening drive. End around a double reverse. Anthony Davis on the carry. Davis has green grass ahead of him. He has the first down and more. Before a fumble, but looks to be recovered by the Marauders. Great carry there from Anthony Davis. As we see the Marauders come out here immediately with an end around reverse with Davis. And Davis just saw open grass in front of him. Just lost the ball here at the end of the play, but luckily a teammate was right there to fall on top of it. Couldn't see who fell on top of it, but Marauders maintained possession. Ball is now at the 36-yard line. New set of downs. Davis in motion. Handoff to Jack Bolin.
Jack Bowen on the run.
Pickup of 2.
Tackle by number 8, Oliver Ingendito.
So second down now for the Marauders. .48 on the carry. Zachary Miller. Miller gets enough to move the sticks and another first down for the Marauders.
Run by number 48, Zachary Miller.
Marauders having no problem here on their opening drive moving this ball down the field, as they're currently at the 23-yard line, it looks like, as we are just under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. Baines send a man in motion. Handoff again to Davis. Davis, green grass ahead of him, 10-5, touchdown Marauders. Marauders get on the board early here in the first quarter. Bunch of pre-snap motion here on this opening drive, and the Marauders are just taking advantage of it. And then Davies right there. No one touched him, untouched into the end zone to get the Marauders up here early. Mount Olive making their way to the line of scrimmage for the extra point attempt. Davis in motion again, but this time Baines is going to keep it, and he is in. 7-0 is our score here, with 8:03 on the clock. So the Raiders make their way back out onto the field for their second drive of this ball game. Went 4 and out on their first drive. LeBoy going to keep it himself. Stays on his feet, breaking tackles for only a pickup of 2, but great run there from Austin LeBoy.
Nice run by Austin LeBoy. Number 10.
Second and 9 now for the Raiders. LeBoy hands it off to number 10, Rocco Tutela. Is a loss on the play. Going to be 3rd and long now for the Raiders. Raiders are faced with a 3rd and 13. As there's an offsides call, but will be Long Valley's mulligan. Just a warning for them.
Mulligan on the play. Replay the sound.
Looking to pass. Long Valley looking downfield. That pass is incomplete.
Nice pass and good try.
Intended receiver was to Julius Phoenix.
Nice throw, 18.
Dombrowski was in that quarterback there looking to pass. Great job keeping his eyes downfield, but the pressure just got to him immediately from the Marauders. And great coverage downfield. It's going to bring up a big 4th down here for Long Valley. So 4th and 13 now. .24 in motion. Dombrowski's going to keep it himself, but he's steps out of bounds for a loss on the play, and it will be a turnover on downs. And the Marauders will take over for their second drive of this ball game. .334 on the clock here in the first. So 1st and 10, drive starts at the 49. Davis in motion, had a touchdown on the opening drive for the Marauders, but here is number 6, Bolin on the carry for a nice pickup. Brought down by number 10. Great job here by Bolin just finding open grass. Tries to fight closer to the first down, but good opening drive run for the Marauders. Second and 3 here for the Marauders. Ball is on the ground. Thankfully, Cooper Baines was able to fall on top of it. Going to bring up 3rd and 3. Davis in motion. Baines hands it off to number 48, Zach Miller. And that's enough to move the sticks here for the Marauders. Tutela on the tackle. But great job here by the Marauders. And Zach Miller, there's just so many offensive weapons here for Mount Olive that anyone can get the football and anyone can get the job done.
Sorry, 18, Chase Dombrowski. Number 24, Maverick Valley. Good job.
Davis in motion again. Baines is going to do it himself for a small pickup of looks to be 2. Tackled by Andrew Chapler.
And that's the first quarter.
And that's going to do it here for the first quarter. Mount Olive leads 7-0 over Long Valley. Both teams are going to get a sip of water. We'll be right back. Back here for the start of the second quarter. Marauders marching downfield. Baines tosses it to Davis. Davis in the backfield breaking tackles. Cuts to the left. Green grass in front of him. Davis looking for touchdown number 2 of the evening. And he will punch it in for a Marauders touchdown. 35-yard touchdown run for Anthony Davis. as Davis gets the pitcher in the backfield and breaks off an impressive tackle and then just finds open grass in front of him, cuts to the outside, great lead blocking for him, and he goes untouched from there into the end zone, putting the Marauders up 2 scores. This Mount Olive offense is having their way early in this football game. Handoff to Lixby, Zach Miller. And that extra point attempt is good.
Extra point attempt is good. Zach Miller, great job.
14-0, Mount Olive leads over Long Valley. So here come the Raiders after 2 unsuccessful drives in the first quarter, hoping to flip that page here in the second and get on the board. The boy hands it off, but that play's blown up before it can even get started. Number 88 in on the tackle, Henry Day. As we have a timeout on the field called by Long Valley. Raiders make their way back out to the line of scrimmage after the timeout. Going to be faced with a 2nd and 11 ball in the 39. Man in motion. LeBoy going to get chased from behind, stays on his feet, breaks tackles. Great job there from Austin LeBoy to turn nothing into something.
Nice run.
As it looks like in the pre-snap, he was trying to hand it off to Rocco Tutolele, and he just wasn't there, nothing lined up, but great job there from LeBoy to turn something out of nothing. So big 3rd down here for Long Valley. LeBoy hands it off to number 24, and he's right at the marker. Maverick Valley on the carry.
Good run by Maverick Valley. 4th down and 1.
It's going to be 4th and a short 1. Big play here for Long Valley. LeBoy, as there's actually a flag thrown before plays. Looks to be on the offense. And that was their mulligan, so it'll be a replay. Oh, excuse me. Long Valley already had there, so that will be a 5-yard penalty. So a 4th and 1 turns into a 4th and 6. Under center now is Chase Dombrowski. And he's looking to pass. There's a downfield, and it's caught for a first down. Catch made by Taylor.
Great play.
As it looks like Chase Dombrowski is going to be the passing quarterback for Long Valley, and I can see why as we see his arm talent here and able to find his man downfield. And it's the first down of the game for Long Valley. Great hands there from Tatella. As flag on the play, and it is on Long Valley again. This play will be moved back 5 yards. .7:22 on the clock. Brings up 1st and 15. Dombrowski hands it off to 24. Maverick Valley, who fights for a couple yards before being brought down by a group of Marauders. Ball is going to be on the 48-yard line for a 2nd and long. Man in motion, handoff to number 10, Tatella. Tatella gets the end, gets enough for a first down.
Nice run by number 10, Rocco Tatella.
Brought down by number 55, Anthony Davis. And just another end around. These end arounds have looked to have been working for both teams as Tatella gets enough, just enough for the first down, as we see there. Gets 1 yard past the marker, but a first down's a first down. Dombrowski looking to pass again. Throws it downfield as it looks like Long Valley dug back into the playbook to a play that they already had success on, as Totella was the intended receiver. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. LeBoy in motion. Dombrowski passing again, but he's going to keep it himself for a nice pickup. Couldn't see exactly who pushed him out, but it's a pickup of 7, it looks like. So great drive here from Long Valley. Slowly marching their way downfield. Valley on the carry. Gets blown up in the backfield. Tackled by number 21, Elijah James, to bring up a big 4th down for the Raiders. 2:35 on the clock here in the second quarter, as the Raiders are trying to score before the half. The Marauders get the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, let me test it though, because mine wasn't working, my phone.
Oh, okay.
Is it the new port or the old one? Yeah, I think that might be it. I'll literally just push play real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we can always put it up to the microphone.
Couldn't see who was on the carry there. 18 on the carry, Chase Dombrowski. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 for the Marauders, which is going to be big for them if they could get on the board again before halftime. So drive's going to start at the 20-yard line. Long way to go here for the Marauders.
Clock's running. 1.5 left.
Minute 30 left here in the first half. Davis in motion. Baines hands it off, and there's green grass in front of him. He's across midfield, and he is going to go all the way. No one touching him. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Marauders. Touchdown by, I believe, number 48, Zachary Miller.
Touchdown, number 48, Zachary Miller.
As we see a great one-play drive here. Miller just gets it and finds the hole, which great. You have to give all credit to the offensive line there. And he is in open field, untouched all the way for an 80-yard touchdown run here right before the half to put the Marauders up 20-0 as of right now as extra point awaits. Trying to fight off tackles here. And that is in for the extra point. Jack Boland in for the score. As that will do it for the first half. Mount Olive leads 21-0 over Long Valley. Be sure to stay tuned for the halftime performances from both cheerleaders, as we'll be back momentarily for second half action. Back here, live from Turkey Brook Park, as the Long Valley Raiders and Mount Olive Marauders are going at it here on Thursday night. Marauders lead 21-0 as we are moments away from the start of our second half of action. Marauders will start with possession here after a very dominant first half. We ended the first half with an 80-yard touchdown run from Zachary Miller, and Anthony Davis had the other two, which puts us in this current situation. Handoff to number 6, Jack Bolin. Bolin shaking off tackles, but brought down by number 10, Rocco Tutela on the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Ball on the 46-yard line. Raiders getting set. Davis in motion. Bolin again on the carry. And brought down by Rocco Tutela again. We have deja vu, back-to-back plays. Third and 3 now. Miller in motion. Bolin again on the carry, and he takes it right up the gut. 25, 20. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Marauders. Excellent run there from Jack Bolin. As we have some cannon fire here. Bolin with an excellent carry here. And he literally just gets it and runs straight up the middle. And Greengrass is ahead of him, and explosive plays are what Mount Olive has had this entire evening. 55-yard touchdown run. Score currently 27-0. Extra point awaits. On the carry, extra point is good. Cooper Baines in for the extra point attempt. Score is currently 28-0. Mount Olive leads Long Valley. So approaching the 10-minute mark, Long Valley will take over, ball on the 40. LeBoy under center. Handoff to number 13. Nicholas Poto on the carry.
Nicholas Poto on the carry.
Brought down by Anthony Davis
By Anthony Davis.
for a loss of around 6 yards, 5 yards. Going to be second and long. Dombrowski looking to pass downfield. Pass is almost intercepted. Broken up by Jack Bolin, intended receiver Rocco Tutela. Going to be 3rd and a mile now for the Raiders. Handoff to number 10. Tutela. Tackled in the backfield. Going to bring up 4th and even longer. Marauders trying to force a 4 and out here. Dombrowski hands it off to number 8, Austin LeBoy.
Hands off to Austin LeBoy. Tackled by gang Marauders.
Tackled by a group of Marauders. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Mount Olive will take over. Score remains 28-0. Mount Olive's drive will start at the 45-yard line. Last drive resulted in a touchdown by Jack Bolin. Handoff number 17, Lucas Heyman.
Good stop by Long Valley.
Ball was on the ground there for a sec, but recovered by Mount Olive. 2nd and 14. Davis in motion. Ball is on the ground, falling on top of it are the Marauders. Going to bring up a 3rd and long. As we approach 4 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Long Valley. Number 10, Bronco Tatella.
Tatella on the tackle. Going to be 4th and long. Handoff to Nico Evans. Met at the line of scrimmage. Looks to be Rocco Tatella again on the tackle. But a face mask was called on the play. As we will redo 4th down. Brings up 4th and 13. Giovanni Calve on the carry. Going to be a turnover on downs. Great job here by Long Valley to force a turnover on downs. And they were in the backfield as soon as that play started. And it was just a great open field tackle. Couldn't see the number on who made the tackle. But all credit to Long Valley there as they will take over on the 40-yard line. On which will most likely be the last drive, or last play, excuse me, of the 3rd quarter.
3rd quarter coming to an end.
Dombrowski looking to pass. Was it downfield and almost intercepted. Calve almost intercepted the football. But that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Mount Olive leads 28-0 over Long Valley.
Clock starting.
As we start the fourth quarter, Long Valley will continue their drive, 2nd and 10. Handoff to number 18, Dombrowski. Some reps at quarterback, but here he is at running back with a great hard run there for enough for a first down. Dombrowski, hard to brought down, doing his best Cam Scadabrew impression. And he just fights his way all the way up past the first down marker. Great job there from Chase Dombrowski. Doing it through the air, doing it on the ground. He's doing it all tonight. LeBoy hands it off to number 24, Valley. Valley breaking tackles now, staying on his feet. Gets up to the 40-yard line. Tackle made by Christopher Donnelly. Dombrowski now at quarterback. Hand off to LeBoy. LeBoy breaking tackles but brought down. Lucas Heyman on the tackle. First and 10 now. As ball is recovered, looked to be a fumble there. A lot of bodies moving, couldn't see the ball. But it was recovered by Mount Olive. Just looks like a bad snap as the ball is just immediately on the ground and kicked around. And is recovered by Anthony Richards III. And what felt like a good drive for Long Valley results in a fumble and a loss of possession. So 1st and 10, Mount Olive, approaching 10 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Can you? Nick will love that. Oh, they're starting now. You need to do it for next time, though. Just so you have it. Ready on deck.
15 minutes of Jeopardy music. That's what it's called. Well, funny.
Snap to number 7. With Giovanni staying on his feet, breaking tackles.
Nice run by Gio.
Giovanni Calve on the carry.
Giovanni Calve, number 20.
From what looked like it almost was a fumbled snap, but Calve gets it, breaking tackles, cuts back upfield, and able to turn a negative play into a positive. And it's going to be, a fumble that Long Valley recovered. So 1st and 10 Raiders now. End around, Tatella gets a first down and more, stays on his feet. 10-5, touchdown Raiders. Rocco Tatella getting his team on the board here in the 4th quarter. Tatella in motion, gets it and just reads his blockers perfectly and finds the hole. And it's smooth sailing from there to get the Raiders on the board for their first touchdown this evening. So 28-6 right now as Long Valley draws up their extra point. Dombrowski looking to pass. Incomplete, but what quite the throw. Looking across the middle. So 28-6 is our score as of right now.
What?
Just under 7 minutes.
Hey! Yeah, I've been sitting here the whole night. It's fun. It's smart. No winds. Nice and warm. See everything. I charged your scooter.
So 1st and 10 for the Marauders. Ball at the 40. Ball is on the ground. Mount Olive on top of it. Second and 11, loss of a yard. Direct snap and run right up the middle. It's a small pickup of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8 now. As the wind's picking up here at the football field. Handoff to number 57, Anthony Richards III. Julius Phoenix on the tackle. Going to be 4th and long here for the Marauders.
With 3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes left here in this ball game. (28-6) remains the score. Handoff to number 57, Anthony Richards III.
Anthony Richards.
Face mask call on Long Valley, though. Going to be 4th and 3 now, so just got a whole lot more manageable for the Marauders. Almost got it with a little bit of an army crawl at the end for Anthony Richards III. But it's going to be a turnover on downs as he was tackled by his teammate. But good effort there as we have a minute left in this ball game. And Long Valley will take over.
Time for one more play.
Sorry, that was me. All right, thank you for letting me come up here.
50 seconds left.
Score clock on the snap.
Dombrowski hands it off to number 8, Austin LeBoy. Timeout called by Long Valley. So 2nd and 10 now, Long Valley. Handoff to number 10. Tatella. Tackled by number 57. Anthony Richards III. And that's going to do it, with Mount Olive coming out on top 28-6 over Long Valley. Be sure to stay tuned, as up next is our clinic game, as we will be back momentarily for the start of that one.